Embracing the mystery of life rather than trying to control it is essential. We often think we can predict outcomes and label them as good or bad, but this is a mistake. The future is unknown, and the purpose of our experiences is not always clear. What may appear as a tragedy could actually be a blessing in disguise, and what seems like a success could be a trap. We should rely on ourselves, not others, and free our minds from greed, hatred, and delusion. Learning to let go rather than clinging to things is crucial. We should not limit our lives with rigid expectations or ambitions. Sometimes we need to relax and trust the flow of life. Other times, we need to take action and make things happen. The key is to stay present in the moment, not lost in the past or worried about the future. The past is not something to forget or regret. It is a source of valuable lessons. If we reflect on it, we can learn and appreciate what it has taught us. However, we should not dwell on or be attached to the past. Staying grounded in the present is essential because life happens here and now. Life is a cycle of creation and destruction, birth and death, joy and sorrow. We cannot avoid this reality, nor should we try. We should accept it with grace and compassion, viewing it not as a problem to solve, but as a process of healing and transformation. Healing comes from creating space for everything to be as it is, space for sadness and happiness, pain and pleasure, loss and gain. We need space for ourselves and others, for nature and spirit, for love and wisdom. The best way to care for the future is to focus on the present moment. Wise words need to be put into practice. We can open our hearts to anyone, even those who annoy us, as they can be our teachers. Freedom comes from letting go of everything that binds us, anger, worry, or possessions. To be happy and peaceful, we need freedom. Compassion is not about religion. It is about being human. It is not a luxury, but a necessity for our well-being and mental stability, vital for human survival. Many people confuse excitement with happiness, but excitement is not peace. True happiness is based on peace. Do not believe in anything just because you have heard it, because many people say it, because it is written in holy books, or because your teachers and elders say so. Do not believe in traditions just because they have been passed down for generations. But after careful observation and analysis, when you find that something makes sense and is good for everyone, then accept it and follow it. Often when we hear or read something new, we compare it to what we already know. If it agrees, we think it is true. If it disagrees, we think it is false. In both cases, we learn nothing new. Imagine someone shoots an arrow into your heart. Yelling at them does not help. Focusing on the arrow in your heart is more useful. One word that brings peace is better than many words that mean nothing. The journey of life is full of challenges and lessons. It may seem like a punishment for our sins and mistakes, but this is not the true meaning of karma. Karma is a way of teaching us to open our hearts to a higher level of love and compassion. It helps us let go of our fears and defenses, stop building walls around our hearts, and learn and grow through our life experiences. Even when things do not go our way, we should not lose hope or give up. Perseverance will lead to success in the end. Karma is like a flame that can be shared with many others without losing its brightness. It brings warmth and light to others while still shining brightly within ourselves. This is the joy of the path. As human beings, we often crave solutions and resolutions to our problems, thinking we deserve them, but we actually suffer from them. We don't deserve solutions. We deserve something better. Our birthright, the middle way. It is a state of mind that embraces paradox and ambiguity with ease. A true leader can inspire others with hope, no matter how desperate the situation is. Peace is not a destination, but a way of being. We often think we can achieve peace by doing certain things like meditating, having fun, or eating well. But this is a mistake. These activities can make us feel good, but can also make us complacent and dull. They can prevent us from seeing the reality of our situation, which is always changing and challenging. Life is not easy. It has its beauty, but also its pain. Like a rose with both petals and thorns, we cannot ignore the thorns nor avoid them. We must face them with courage and compassion. This is what makes us human. This is what makes us alive. Art is the expression of our humanity. It is the way we share our joys and sorrows, hopes and fears, dreams and nightmares. Art is the flower that blooms on the stem of life, and we are that flower. Meditation is a practice that helps us become more aware of ourselves and our surroundings. It helps us see things as they are, not as we wish them to be. It helps us accept the present moment without trying to escape or manipulate it. But meditation is not easy. It requires patience and perseverance. It requires a gentle and humorous attitude. It requires us to stay with whatever arises in our mind and body without judging or rejecting it. When we meditate, we may feel restless, bored, anxious, angry, or sad. We may feel physical pain or discomfort. We may wonder what we are doing or why. We may want to quit or run away. But these feelings are not obstacles. They are opportunities. They are opportunities to learn about ourselves and our human condition. They are opportunities to grow and transform. So whenever we meditate, we should stay with whatever comes up. We should not avoid or resist it. We should not get distracted or discouraged by it. So, my friend, embrace restlessness. Don't shy away from it. Face fear head-on. Don't run from it. Confront anger. Don't avoid it. Endure pain. Don't escape it. Tackle hunger. Don't ignore it. Deal with frustration. Don't evade it. Stay present with all these emotions and experiences and see your life transform. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this message, please subscribe and join the Stoic community. To further expand on these ideas, let's delve deeper into how we can practically apply them in our daily lives. Embracing the mystery of life involves cultivating a mindset of curiosity and openness. Instead of trying to control every aspect of our lives, we should learn to flow with the unexpected. Life is inherently unpredictable, and this unpredictability can be a source of wonder and growth. By letting go of our need to control, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and experiences that we might otherwise miss. Relying on ourselves does not mean isolating ourselves from others, but rather developing inner strength and resilience. This self-reliance is about trusting our own judgment and capabilities, while also being open to learning from others. It is important to seek advice and support, but ultimately, we must take responsibility for our own lives. This means making decisions that align with our values and beliefs, rather than simply following the crowd. Freeing our minds from greed, hatred, and delusion is a lifelong practice. These negative emotions and thoughts can cloud our judgment and prevent us from seeing things clearly. Greed can make us constantly dissatisfied, always wanting more. Hatred can consume us, making it difficult to find peace and forgiveness. Delusion can lead us astray, causing us to believe things that are not true. By practicing mindfulness and self-awareness, we can begin to recognize these patterns and work towards freeing ourselves from them. Letting go and not clinging is about understanding the impermanent nature of life. Everything is in a constant state of flux, and trying to hold on to things can lead to suffering. This doesn't mean we should not care about anything, but rather that we should appreciate things while they last and be willing to let them go when the time comes. This approach can bring a sense of peace and freedom, as we are not constantly struggling against the natural flow of life. Not limiting our lives by our expectations or ambitions means being open to what life has to offer. While it is important to have goals and aspirations, we should not be so fixated on them that we miss out on other opportunities. Sometimes the best things in life come when we least expect them. By staying flexible and adaptable, we can navigate the twists and turns of life more gracefully. Relaxing and trusting the flow of life can be challenging, especially in a world that values control and certainty. However, there are times when we need to surrender and let things unfold naturally. This doesn't mean being passive, but rather being attuned to the rhythms of life and knowing when to act and when to wait. This balance between action and relaxation is key to living a harmonious life. Being present in the moment is a practice that requires continuous effort. Our minds often wander to the past or future, but true peace can only be found in the present. By cultivating mindfulness, we can learn to bring our attention back to the here and now. This practice can help us fully experience life and make the most of each moment. The past is not something to forget or regret. It is a valuable teacher. Reflecting on our past experiences can provide us with insights and lessons that can guide us in the present. However, we should not be stuck in the past. It is important to process and learn from our experiences, but then let them go and focus on the present. Accepting the cycle of creation and destruction, birth and death, joy and sorrow, is fundamental to embracing life as it is. These cycles are natural and unavoidable. By accepting them with grace and compassion, we can find peace amidst the constant changes.